What is going on, guys? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Monday. New week. We took one trade last night after the stream. It took a while to get there, but we did take a trade last night. So those of you in the Discord who saw it, I hope you made some money. Hope everybody had a good day so far today. Let's look at some charts together here. USD JPY had some notable movement today. Good morning, Adele. Good morning or afternoon, Jose. Good evening, Jose. But we had some movement on a lot of these charts today. USD JPY went up. I believe we had news today. We did. We had news for the US news that was good. Jose, good evening. Good to see you. But yeah, we had a nice candle news this morning that really helped us go. That was at 10 a.m. So pretty much this 4-hour candle right here. If we look at the 1 hour, I believe it was right here. Nope, just kidding. Yep, this 10 o'clock candle right here, right before the news, and then we shot up. So we had a couple hours of climbing for the dollar today. I'm not even on the right chart. There we go. Now I am. There was your dollar news right there, and we got the buy signal too. So again, if you have the indicator, you would have got the signal, or if you're in the Discord, you would have got the signal. But we did take this today, and we took one last night. So we are 2-0 this week, which is good. We've really charted out some really good charts last night. Unfortunately, we didn't take anything on stream just because there was really nothing to take on stream. Market really wasn't giving us anything that we wanted to see. And when that happens, sometimes you just got to sit on your hands. But tonight, we've obviously got some volume in gold. Gold gapped up to start the session here. So if it continues to do so, we may see gold start to rally now that it's kind of broken this low down here. What that means for the US dollar is typically the opposite. So something to watch. Again, we don't trade gold, but certainly use it as an indicator of what to do when we're looking at our own stream and our own charts. Euro JPY on the hour here is consolidating. We don't really like trading into consolidation, but you're in between a bunch of fair value gaps and an EMA ribbon. Your zones are right here. We're pretty much trading in consolidation here. So we're not going to touch this one for a little bit until we get some sort of break or we trade it on the 15. The 15, it does have some movement, but again, there's a lot of consolidation right here. All this consolidation, if you were to take your measuring tool, go to top to bottom, yeah, consolidation. Not enough movement to predict market movement. If we go to USD JPY here, I think we may have hit our top. I see this coming down. I'm going to delete these from yesterday. These were what our take profits were from yesterday and our zones from yesterday. But based off what we're seeing here on this chart, it looks like we might be getting reversed on right here at this big gap down from last week's market open. So looking at this chart, we're going to mark it right now as a yellow because I'm not 100% sure. But this is definitely a zone right here, and we're going to make it, this is going to be a zone right here. So we are at, in between a fair value gap and a resistance. So we're going to need to see some sort of information that's going to let us know that we're either going to break to the upside here or continue down. Again, a catalyst can do that, a catalyst being gold. So if gold does start to go up, the US dollar typically starts to come down. So definitely something to note if you are trading either of those pairs. I would definitely take note of that. Something you're going to want to always remember when you're looking at not only gold, but also the dollar. Moving on, CHF JPY. Looks like we're in an uptrend here. We had this marked out as a key point from the other day. We have a couple micro zones that we can draw up on here to give ourselves a little bit of clarity with what we're trading. And I'm just going to put those in here. If you guys are curious as to where I mark my zones and why, it's essentially resistance, support and resistance. We're going to get rid of this one because it's not as valid as down here where we've had a break of structure over back this way back on January 19th. We had this massive swing. We're kind of in between here on CHF JPY, as you can see. What we're looking to see is if we're going to go up or if we're going to fill the zone up here. In order for us to know that, we're going to need to see, again, a break of structure with a full candle closure above the EMA ribbon or below the EMA ribbon, typically also with a fair value gap in play. So there's, a couple rules that we need to certainly see in order to take trades. We follow those very strictly, and that's how you stay profitable. AUDJPY. We're going to take a look at AUDJPY here. AUDJPY looks like a very solid buy. On the 4 hour, on the 1 hour, it looks like a solid buy. The only thing that does scare me a little bit is this right here. So, obviously, we'd need to break these tops in order to take buys, but we're definitely in an uptrend. I can see this moving toward this zone right here. So that's definitely something that we can look at. But we're going to want to see that break right there. We're going to mark AUDJPY as a buy for the night and kind of see what happens. But we're certainly going to mark that one as a buy. Euro AUD, different story here. Looks like a sell to me. We can draw up our next zone down here. Again, very important to have your zones drawn out correctly. If you have a bad zone, it could totally change the trajectory of your trade. You're definitely certainly going to want to make sure you have the correct zones. So Euro AUD looks like a sell here. We have a fair value gap. We have a flip. We had a sell signal. If we hop to the 4-hour time frame here, which again, like I said, I like to trade. I like to analyze on the 4. The 4 looks like we should see a break toward the bottom of the zone here, which would be another 74 pips. But the candles are getting smaller. The bodies of the candles are getting smaller, which means the selling pressure is turning into buying pressure. If this closes green or wicks up this way, it would totally change the trajectory of the chart. So in terms of looking at that one, we're going to mark that as yellow. I'm not 100% sure. CHF, we're not going to touch. GBP AUD, again, same thing that we talked about. So this was the wick that we talked about yesterday, guys, on the 4-hour. It ended up coming up and testing the zone pretty heavily, but it also tested the zone again down here pretty heavily with this big, huge dragonfly doji looking candle. This looks like it's actually on what I would consider an uptrend, to be quite honest with you guys. You do have, this is the 4-hour chart right here, and on this 4-hour chart you do have higher highs and then higher lows, indicating that this is in fact an uptrend. So if we can identify this as an uptrend on the 4-hour, we're probably going to see some movement upwards on the 4-hour and the 1-hour chart. It looks like it's coming back down here to try and consolidate somewhat, a little bit, if you guys can see. But unless it breaks this zone right here, unless it breaks that, we're looking at pretty much buys on this. Again, strong reversal area, very, very strong reversal area. So certainly something to keep an eye on. I don't love the chart, though, to be quite honest with you guys. Not necessarily a chart that we're going to look at tonight unless we get some crazy news on it. Sydney, yeah, we're almost at 1,000 subs. Are we really that close? Wow, that's awesome. I appreciate you guys. It means a lot. Yeah, wow, 959. We need, what, 41 subs until we do that giveaway. At 1,000 subs, we're giving away lifetime memberships, 3 lifetime memberships to the VIP community, as well as the Trading with Matt indicator that you see on the screen here. So if you're not subscribed, make sure you are, and make sure you're in the Discord. It's all free. The Discord's free. You don't have to pay to be in it. It's just a trading community that's looking to help other traders get better. There's a chat feature in there where we talk about charts. A lot of good information in there, especially if you're new and looking to get into trading. GJ is on an uptrend, that's for sure. But looking at the 4-hour chart here, it looks like it's going to continue upwards. We have a full candle closure above the EMA ribbon, and we have a fair value gap formed. This is almost 100% a buy for me. On the technicals, everything's a buy as well. This is a buy signal in my book here. This should go for... We should see this fill the zone. We may come back down somewhere in this fair value gap, but this is a very solid looking trade on the 4-hour. And then on the 1-hour, it looks like we've came up and tested this zone twice. So here and here, ideally we'd want to see it break that to have it go up, break and retest, and then have it move. That may take some time, but I do like the GJ chart a lot. Moving on to the next chart here. Roberts Brothers, nice. Thanks for joining, man. Appreciate it. Euro CHF. We had a break and retest on the extremely low lows that we talked about here, guys. Lowest lows pretty much of all time. But again, we're rejecting this EMA ribbon, showing that the movement may still be downwards. The only saving grace on this chart is that you do have higher highs and higher lows, indicating that we may have reversed toward the upside. That was an awful arrow. We may have reversed toward the upside. So again, this one, I do like buys on it, but I would need more confirmation because the 4-hour candle closed with no wick down here, which means it might come back down and retest the zone in this area. That's not really the drawdown that we want to hold. I'm going to unflag that one. Everyone's favorite Euro USD, it did consolidate like we talked about yesterday for almost 4, 8, 12, 16, for 24 hours pretty much before it did end up actually dropping. So it did end up coming down. We did see the downward movement there, and well, we're going to certainly see what happens if this is a break and retest or if this was just a fluke here, and this is going to continue down. Market open last week was right here, so we did break that. I would expect to see it test this zone and then drive down if we're going to keep moving down. So that's my analysis on GJ. Are you on Euro USD? I apologize there. GBP CAD. So it looks like we had a little bit of a morning star up here. We are on an uptrend on GBP CAD. We've analyzed that. That's for sure. We're on an uptrend. We've broke the EMA ribbon and we've closed above. So we certainly are looking at what seems to be an uptrend. The 4-hour, past 4-hour candle closing bearish is certainly a little bit of a concern. And we'd want to see it break this area right here. That's going to be our zone there that we really want it to break. Again, we already have our take profits in place if we do decide to get in this, but it's been consolidating over the past couple hours right above this fair value gap, which is typically a good sign that this is going to keep moving forward. We just need to keep an eye out on it. But certainly a good chart. I do like GBP CAD buys. We just want to make sure that we're not going to get double topped on and get a little bit of a reversal here. GBP CHF. Let's see here. Same chart. Same chart. Not really going to touch that one. Benny, what's going on? Good to see you, Benny. Appreciate you joining. Yeah, not a fan of that chart. There's a couple charts that are... Oh, wow. So this is GBP NZD, guys. Again, GBP NZD has tested this zone several times. Obviously, it broke it down here, but several times it's tested it. It has not broken this resistance, dating back to, for now, almost 5 or 6 days. So going on to its 5th, 6th day here. Certainly looks like a sell to me. It's bearish. It's below the fair value gap. Everything, all the technicals look like sells. It looks like a strong sell to me. I'm going to mark that as a sell. I think we've got enough charts in mind here to look at. I really do like that GBP NZD chart. what we're going to do tonight is look at possibly some 15-minute entries. I have some alerts set up on these, on I believe almost all of them. Let me just make sure. Euro JPY, USD JPY. We're gonna want to put it on this one as well. We actually just got a sell signal here on GBP NZD. GBP NZD looks solid. GBP NZD looks really good, to be honest with you. Let's take a look at that here. It didn't break this previous fair value gap, which could be the reason why. If you guys are in the vertical stream, it looks like it just went out. You might want to switch to the horizontal. If you guys were in the vertical stream, it looks like the vertical stream went out. Oh, it went back up. Nope, it went back up. It did go back up. We're good. We're good. We're good. Sorry about that, guys. Just making sure that we were all good there. GBP NZD looks really solid, especially to finish off this M move, especially on the 15. We're looking at minimally 22 pips to finish it off. I like that sell a lot on the 15-minute. If we can get some sort of movement back up this way to get some sort of rejection off this fair value gap, we could certainly look to take sells on this. This is a really nice looking chart here. On the 5-minute as well, looks like it could come down and finish out 20 pips. I think we will see some sort of retest of this zone. But yeah, we got the sell signal just now on GBP NZD. We'll wait one more minute to see what this does. But as of right now, GBP NZD looks like a very solid chart on the 15-minute to get in a sell here. We're going to wait and see. We got, well, how much time do we have? We have 17 seconds until we get a new, once the next candle prints, it will solidify if this is indeed a sell signal. If it is indeed a sell signal, we're going to take it here. But again, I'd like to see some retracement on this 15-minute candle. Get a little bit of a wick up. Well, we created a fair value gap. I think we're going to see it go for 20 pips. See it, ideally we want to see it come back to about right here. So let me make that dashed for us here. We'll make it yellow. But ideally we want to see some sort of retracement. If we don't, it's fine. But this printed a sell with the fair value gap. It's now met every single one of our needs on the 15-minute time frame. We're just going to see if we get any retracement here. But we're going to get in sells on this here, guys. We're going to get in sells on GBP NZD. Just waiting for a little bit of retracement here into the zone. Let me draw out what we're looking at here. So that's going to be 1. That's going to be TP1 and then TP2. You could look for a couple pips at the bottom of that zone, like right here. But I like this chart. We're going to get in sells here. So let me mark this as a short position. Our stop loss is going to be the top of the M. Actually right below that fair value gap. If we blow through those two, that would be the only reason for us to get out of it if it blows through these fair value gaps. But we could see a retest of the EMA ribbon. So this is what we're looking at right now. I'm going to put exactly where I got in. So 2.27283. 2.27283 is exactly where I got in. So a little bit lower than that is where I got in. We're going to see what happens here. It looks like a pretty good sell to me. Again, we may get retracement halfway up the candle at most, but this is a bearish chart for sure in all senses of the word. So we are in GBP NZD sells, guys. I'm going to send this out. We got the sell signal, so we're going to send it out. Sorry about that. All right, let's get this out to everyone. GBP NZD on the 15-minute. All right, we are moving. It looks like my entry was a little off in terms of the my entry was, hey Stealth, what's going on? Nice to see you again as well. Looks like my entry was a little off in terms of the where the broker had me at. 2.27283. 2.27283. Yeah, that is exactly where I'm in at. So again, we're in sells, guys, on GBP NZD. I personally really like the chart. Let's make sure you got your stop losses and your take profits in here, guys. Typically, we wait for like the 4-hour candle. I actually really like this candle and this chart, and I like the 15-minute chart on it as well, being that we got this signal and it met all of our rules. So by rules, I'll explain that here. So we have rules when we trade. I've got like 4 major ones, and they're written right here, so it's very easy for you to see. Prices below the EMA ribbon, above or below, we've got the below confirmation. We're waiting for a bearish or a bullish FVG. Well, we got our bearish FVG right here. So that's another one. Check right there. So we got 2 checks. We have a 15-minute bearish fair value gap. That's also there. And then we got our sell signal as well. So we've got everything that we need to take a sell here. In addition to that, we have identified that this is a downtrend. We're at a key resistance or support zone where we're seeing a reversal. So all of the rules that we have for trading are met. And that's what's really important to note, is that as long as you're meeting your rules, you're good. These are my very specific rules. The indicator you're seeing on screen meets these rules very specifically. It was coded exactly to meet the rules that I just explained. So we've been testing it on the hour, the 4-hour, the 15-minute, and it's been very good. Very good. It's worked pretty much everywhere. I've only seen it make one mistake so far. So again, this is a tool to use not only to just trade with by itself, but you're confirming the rules that you have in your head that you use with your system. You now have a robot, or in this case it's called an indicator, to confirm that your rules are in fact being met. And we just got all of them that we're looking for on this strategy right here. So again, that's how we're looking at this trade right here. Yes, I realize the take profit is not positive RR. For those of you that are new to my stream, I don't really care about RR. I care more about knowing where the market is and is not going to go. We're looking for pips, not necessarily dollar signs. So if we can judge where we think that the chart is most likely to go, which is down here, we can get in trades and make some money. We're going to look at the 5-minute here. Yeah, we got a pretty good fair value gap. We got 3 of them in a row here. I'm liking what I'm seeing here. Again, I think we're going to finish off this M pattern, but we'll see here shortly. Looks like we're almost in profit here. If anyone has any questions as to why we got in this trade, you're more than welcome to ask. I have no problem answering. I know I've explained it a couple times, so the people that stick around and stay through the streams hear it a couple times, but no harm in hearing it multiple times, you know what I mean? Especially if it's, you know, good information that's going to help you become a profitable trader. It's not bad to hear things more than once. I know it takes me a couple times to hear and understand things sometimes. So, you know, repetitiveness in terms of learning is not necessarily a bad thing, especially in trading. I know a lot of people, their emotions get in the way. When they start to see numbers and dollars on their P&L, it makes them nervous. But it's something that you have to master if you want to become a good trader. So I truly believe that. Yeah, if you're just joining, guys, what's up, Miguel? Your General YG, I appreciate it. Thank you, man. Thank you. We've got D Kips. This is GBP NZD. GBP NZD. And again, we're following 4 pretty strict rules here, so 40 more subs to 1,000. That is pretty wild, guys. $40 more subs to 1,000. Yeah, it's moving. It's moving in the direction we want. Let's take a look at the hour chart here. Yeah, the hour too. The hour is gonna have a full candle closure. Yeah, it's moving nicely. Very nicely. Let's see here. Sydney, I know you said. In terms of pips, I've had like a 200 or 300 pip trade before. Like 300 pips actually over a 2.5 day period. But again, I'm like the dollar amount doesn't matter if you can catch pips. It's D Kips. It's not SMC. This is my strategy. It's called the Matt strategy. It's here. Let me move it over so you guys can see it. It's right here. We essentially trade support and resistance, fair value gaps, EMA ribbon. Need to have a confirmation on all 3 of them, as well as the direction. It's GBP NZD is what chart this is, though. For those asking, this is GBP NZD. It's not SMC or ICT or any of these. This is my own strategy where I've taken small little things from everyone that I've learned from and created my own. Again, I've been doing this for like 15 years, guys, so it's not something that's new. It's a strategy I've been using for a pretty long time. It's something that I'm actually pretty proud of, to be quite honest with you, because it's not easy to create your own strategy that consistently works, but this one does. This strategy certainly does. I've reaped the benefits of it. I know other people have as well. So it's not something that's new. It's something that's been tested over a very long period of time. And these rules that we have in place are to make sure that we keep ourselves accountable when it comes to trading. We want to take out the guesswork. You know what I mean? If you can take the guesswork out of trading and simplify it into rules, and it's a simple yes or no. Did you meet the rule or did you not? So, it's either yes, you met the rule and you get a check mark, or no, you didn't meet the rule and we're not trading it. In this case, we met all of them and we even got the signal that agreed with us. And lo and behold, we're in profit right now. It's driving down toward TP2. Looks like we are 6 pips in profit, 7 pips in profit. So a little over 240 bucks on my end here. 250 bucks, 7 pips in profit. It's dropping. So it's driving down. Ideally, I'd like to see it come to all the way down to this bottom zone. See it drive through here. You can buy it on my website, tradingwithmatt.ai. Yes, I do teach it. Yeah, I teach this exact indicator. My indicator are my rules, so yes, it's exactly what I teach. I do. It's the only thing that I teach. I don't teach anything else. It's just my indicator that has my rules. The rules were obviously made before the indicator because they follow it. But yes, every night, Sunday to Thursday, I'll typically do a couple hour stream and just kind of chat with everybody. We typically have a bunch of people. Last night we broke our record. We had over 3,200 views and 50 concurrent viewers in the chat at one time. It was actually closer to 60. So it was a really, really good night last night. It was awesome to see everybody coming out and supporting. I know a lot of people had a good time and learned a lot. I've personally never had that. The only time that happens is when there's slippage, and if your broker has slippage during very high volume, that's really something that could happen. That would be where that happens. But me personally, on my broker, I have not had that issue. I can't speak for everyone else, but I have not had that issue at all with this broker whatsoever. Good question, though. Good question. Jose, no, good question. No, these are just areas that we're looking to see it hit. Typically, I'll close 25 to 30 to 50% of it after we break through TP1. In this case, TP1 was a little off because there's not too much volume in the market, so the spreads weren't as tight as I would have liked them to be. But TP2, if we come down and hit this, I'll probably close 50% of my position. It's one entry, but my broker enables me to close a percentage of the trade. So these are areas of interest on the chart, market structure, where we want to see it tap in order for us to at least take some profits. You want to take profits on the way down. That's really important. Don't just try and hit a home run every time. You want to get some base hits. You want to make sure that you're taking profits on the way down, because obviously I've seen things come all the way down to TP3, just miss it, and then come right back up. So you want to be taking profits on the way down. That's something that I truly believe in and I think is important. You'll just go on the website. You'll go to on the website. You're gonna go to pricings and plans and scroll down to indicator plans. Correct. Yeah. If no matter what you're trading with, you can't lose more than what's in your account. I don't suggest going full port every time. I suggest using, strong risk management if you only have $50 to $100, because you're only going to make $5 or $6 each trade, if that. So that's something to keep in mind. If you only have $50 to $100, I would probably stick with a demo account until you can get some more money. Again, you can trade with that. Just keep in mind you have to manage your expectations. Your take profits here are going to be $3, $4, $5. They're not going to be hundreds of dollars off $50. So managing what your expectations are is going to be very important. When handling a situation like that with a smaller amount of capital. And there's nothing wrong with trading with a small amount of capital. Nothing at all. Looks like we're bouncing right at this entry here. But yeah, Jose, these are areas of market structure that we have marked out as take profit areas. Yeah, I always say 3 to 500 is like the minimum I'd like to see if someone's gonna start trading, just like to be able to manage expectations. Because I know people on social media will post their $500 in their account and just click buy, 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 and it's all in profit. It's just, it doesn't happen, guys. It doesn't happen. Drawdown happens. It just doesn't happen. It doesn't happen like that. So you need to be realistic. If you're gonna get into trading and you want to really be good at it, it's something that you have to understand what, you know, is the reality of the situation. Stuff daily, did you figure that out? If you can't figure it out, let me know. What do we go for once we got the signal? Probably come up to retest this and then drop back down on the 5. On the 15, it still looks solid. We can look at some higher time frames too to take a look at what we're seeing here, but yeah, this thing's driving down. No, I close on Friday because you don't know where the market's gonna open. Yeah, you don't know where the market's gonna open on the next week. It could open and completely blow your account. Yeah, I do not hold over the weekend. I've done it before. It's not fun. Correct. Yeah, slippage. There's a lot of reasons, but also just strictly market open and market close. I mean, you could be in a buy and market could open 90 pips under where the market closed and it completely just take your account out. Aloha usually trade stocks and options. Yeah, again, the market structure is going to be very similar on all of them. I personally like the foreign exchange market just because of structure of the market. I think it's easier to read. I think it's easier to understand personally. That's just how I feel on the subject. I've done it all. I've traded it all. Foreign exchange has been the most successful for me, so that's what I'm sticking with. I'd be foolish to not, you know what I mean? I don't know if it's necessarily a scam, but it's certainly a little bit more difficult. Stuff daily, it's in the top right. It says pricings and plans, and then you just go down and go to the indicator and pick which one you want. I can show you if you want here really quick. Click pricings and plans right here and scroll down to indicator plans right here. It's either monthly, every 6 months, or lifetime. Right there. That's how you get to it on the website. I like it too, man. I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you. I agree. Pretty much all you have to worry about with foreign exchange is USD news, AUD news. Any red folder news is going to affect the stock market. Like we got red folder news for AUD tonight, but any news that's going to affect the market that's red folder on Forex Factory or in the news tab of the Discord, yeah, it's gonna affect it, and it's hard to predict what the market's gonna do. That's with everything, but I feel like again overall market structure of foreign exchange trading is easier in my opinion, personally. Looks like let's see what this 5 minutes doing. Oh, we rejected nicely. That's good. Yeah, it looks like it did. We're consolidating at a lower zone though, which is good. They all work good, man, but there's nothing better than Forex Factory. Absolutely nothing's better than Forex Factory. But you don't even need any of that because if you look here on my Discord, you just click news right here and it tells you. You don't even have to go on Forex Factory. It shows you high impact, high impact, high impact. It shows you exactly what it is right on here. And this is straight from Forex Factory, so you don't even have to go on the website. It's all right here in the Discord community. Try to make it a little easier for you guys, you know? Forex Factory is the most accurate that I've seen so far, in my opinion. Yes, thank you to Adele for that. Awesome making it automated. Yeah, pick your hard, man. I say that every time. I say that almost every stream. Everything's hard. This thing's having some trouble. It's staying within profit here, but it's bouncing right on this line. But again, based off the hour chart and everything else I'm seeing, this thing's coming down. What do we got? A new 5-minute candle just now. Yeah, and some volume coming in, that's true. Yes, I am live daily. Chandra Hawker. I probably butchered that. Yep. Sunday through Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Sunday through Thursday. Probably not. 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. No, I'm comfortable with my lot size here. Again, I'm pretty good at making sure that I don't over leverage myself and using proper risk management techniques. So, um, I don't feel a need to get in another one here. We could if it comes back up to retest this zone and certainly get in again, but I'm good on that right now. No. Yeah, of course. More than welcome to. We stream every night, like I said. The Discord community is a really positive place to learn if you're looking to just get started. So is my website or my YouTube channel. I would certainly suggest watching some of the playlists. It's all free on there. It's free knowledge. Hoodie, no, this isn't gold or silver. I don't trade gold or silver. We don't trade gold and silver here. Just foreign exchange. And this specifically is GBP NZD. Liquid markers. Liquid brokers. Sorry, I said marker. I'll send you the link right now just because I have it up. This is the best place to trade, in my opinion. Again, I don't care who you guys use as a broker. Doesn't matter to me. But that's personally who I use. I think they have the best in terms of their customer service, getting money in and out, their spreads. I think it's the best one out there. And obviously there's a ton. It depends what region of the world you're in. Yeah, I don't trade metal or indices, guys. Just foreign exchange. The 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I live in Florida, in the United States. There, Chan. I'm just gonna call you Chan. Would like to see this close bearish. If not, though, again, this is kind of the retest zone right here, worst case. So, I'm not too worried on it. But we got, what, a minute and 30 seconds left until we get this new candle. Yeah, exactly, a minute and 30 seconds. Well, moving into profit, that's good. Yeah, no problem. You just click subscribe there on YouTube, and then if you want to get in the Discord channel, Adele can send it to you, or you can look at the pinned message. The pinned message on the top of the chat is the Discord channel. You're more than welcome to get in. It's free. We offer free trades and everything. I am going to say, guys, we are in profit here. We're nearing TP2, which is nice. Solid bearish candle close there too, guys. Solid bearish candle close there. Really nice candle close. Going into the 8 o'clock hour here. I expect it to create somewhat of a wick and keep driving down here. If you're just joining, guys, make sure you like and subscribe. We go live Sunday through Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every night. There's the movement we're looking for, guys. So we're definitely seeing it drive down and continue to. I'll probably close if we get to... Nice. TB2 smacked there, guys. I'm going to close 50% of my positions. I'm going to close 50%. Partial close right now. I just closed 50%. Just made a little over 150. We're still in the trade. Let's just draw that out real quick so when we send that out. So we closed 50% of our positions, guys, and we're still in profit now. If you want to move your stop losses to break even, guys, it'll be a risk-free trade for you. You don't have to. You certainly can. I would suggest doing it just to guarantee yourself profit. What strategy am I trading? This is foreign exchange, and I'm trading my own strategy. If you see in the top corner here, it's called MAT strategy. We use support and resistance zones, break of structure, an EMA ribbon, and a fair value gap to confirm our trades. It's a very simple system. It works very well. As you can see just now, live, we just made some money on this 15-minute sell signal that we got. And we're going to continue to hold this trade for a little bit here. But just made some good money there real quick. But just to clarify, this is my own strategy, guys. I'm not using anyone else's strategy. There's 4 or 5 confirmations that we use that we need to see in order to take a trade. And all of them were hit here. And after entry, we pretty much went for about 8 pips. The bottom would be closer to 18. Hey, profit's profit. Profit is profit. Plus, we were trading on a smaller time frame. We weren't looking for as much pips. And again, I know everybody gets caught up with the dollar amount. What do I think about price action Al Brooks strategy or AI Brooks strategy? Not familiar with it, to be honest with you. Again, I've been trading for 15 years, so I've created my own strategy. It takes a little bit of some other ideas from other people, but essentially the rules that I use are very strict rules, and they're proven. There's a lot of people in this chat and in the Discord that can attest to it, that have made money using this strategy. So it's certainly proven. I think if we tap this zone again, I'm gonna close in full, guys. Oops, sorry. Density, but we're trading GBP NZD. Manny, what's going on? How are you? Welcome to the stream, guys. Trade silver? Nope. No thank you. I've been trading for long enough. I do not trade metals. There's no market structure in them whatsoever. Unprecedented highs and uncharted territories, and then massive drop-offs. I want no part of it. I want no part of it. Trading with Matt stock. I don't know about that, but we'll see. Chart still looks good. I'm moving stop losses to break even, guys. So if it does go back to break even, we just we made whatever we made here. Let me take a look what we made. When we closed 50%, we made, let's see here. You might want to watch what you say. $132.41 is what we already closed out in this trade. So that was 50%. We're still moving. Again, I moved my stop loss to break even. So we're guaranteed to make money. Yeah, that's fine. They may be at an all-time high, but they're going to come crashing down, and I don't want to be a part of it whatsoever. Everybody wants to catch these big moves, and I'm just like, or you can just trade a consistent system over and over again and make money. But everyone wants to catch these home runs and, you know, become a millionaire on one trade, and that's just not day trading. That's gambling. We're taking calculated risks on time frames with strategies that we understand. I think I'm going to close in full here. Yep, I'm closing in full, guys. Boom, closed in full. We are closed in full. Let me reply. Closed in full. Nice. It was a good trade, guys. It was a good trade. We got, and again, I'm going to go over it really quick here for everyone because let me just forward this to my VIP group here just so everybody knows. I want to go over something real quick, and it's still driving, but again, I'm very happy with our profits here. I want to go over something, guys. So the strategy is called match strategy. So everyone that's in this chat right now, if you want to understand what I'm trading, I'm going to go over it. What's up, Leon Perkins? How you doing? Good to see you. We trade four very specific things. First, we identify an area of support or resistance. We identified that here. So we have our reversal. We've identified the trend is down, right? So we have all that information. That's essentially two of them right there. We wait for the EMA ribbon to flip and to get a full candle closure below it. In this case, we did right here. Along with a fair value gap created. A fair value gap is a three candle pattern. I'm going to draw that for you guys right here. So you've got a candle, you've got a candle, and you've got a candle. The distance between where this one's low and the third candle's open creates what's called a fair value gap right here. FVG. The distance between these is used as either a support or a resistance. On the way up, it's used as a support. On the way down, it's used as a resistance. It's very, very simple to understand, and it's a very, very useful tool when you're trading. So as long as we have what we talked about just now, so right here, we've reversed at a key level. Again, resistance, we reversed and identified that the trend is moving down. We had a full candle closure below the EMA ribbon. That's number 2, right? So here's number 1. This is number 2. And then our third confirmation was this fair value gap that was created here. That was our third confirmation. Our fourth was also these technicals, all said sell. Now the TradingView technicals are not always correct, but it certainly helps when you have a strong sell signal as the overall summary, in addition to what you just said. Now, if you don't have access to the indicator I'm using, you can trade this on your own still, how I just explained. However, this TradingView indicator that gave us the sell right here does all of that in one. Everything that we just went over and made money in just now is with that right there. And I'm going to show you guys exactly what we just did. That's what we just did on GBP NZD just now. $132 and $123, moving the account to $5,349. I've already withdrawn profit earlier last week. So on the week, if you'd like to see, we're up a little over, let's see, 16, almost $1,900 this week. And again, it's just simple market structure. We're identifying support and resistance zones, waiting for the momentum to change in the market and to get a confirmation of where the market's moving. and from there we can enter. But using this strategy and using these rules has been the only way I've become profitable, is consistently sticking to them. So if you want to jump all over the map looking at like a ton of mentors or watching a bunch of videos on ICT, SMT, ACT, SAT, all of these things, you're more than welcome to. There's more than one way to trade profitably. But at the end of the day, this is a proven system that works. It works every time. Shouldn't say every time. It works over 90% of the time. I never really have issues on this. Would I enter sells again if price comes into that zone, Manny? No, I'm done with this chart. So, and that's another thing that I've learned along my trading journey, is that I'm done with this chart now. I'll go in and delete all this, and I am not going to look at this chart again. There's no point in going back to this and torturing yourself saying, oh man, did I miss a couple pips this way? Did I miss 10 more pips? I don't care. I don't care. In order to keep your mental clarity, we know that we just made profit on stream. A little over 300 bucks, or right about 300 bucks profit on stream. That's pretty good. Consistently, live, over and over again. Like, this is the system that I trade. Again, that sell signal from where we got in it, I believe we got in right in this area right here. It's still diving like 13 pips. And we already told everyone to move their stop losses to break even. It never even came back up to here. So if you didn't already close, you'd be 13 pips in profit. But the trade is done. It's that easy. Typically, we do it on higher time frames. Something light, you know it. What percentage do I risk per trade, Sydney? I typically, it depends, but like 5%. I tend to be more of on the higher end of what people risk. But again, I've been doing this for 15 years, guys. This is something that I understand very, very well. I have students that I teach this, and it's not because I don't make enough money trading. It's because I like the community that I've made. We have a ton of people in this. If you go to our welcome, we have people joining every single day. Plenty of people joining every single day into the Discord, coming in and learning and understanding how to trade with me. And it's this, look at all these people joining, you know? So, it's not something that's new. It's not something that's unheard of, but this is what I do. They're necessary for my strategy. Yes, they are necessary for my strategy. All those confirmations are necessary for me to be a profitable trader. Again, there's many different ways to trade. I have had the most success trading this way that we just talked about. Again, it's my strategy, guys. If you want to move back a little bit on the live, you're more than welcome to. I've explained the strategy quite a bit extensively on this stream today. And it'll be on YouTube for you to watch. So will all of the other lives that we've done over the past 2 months. They're all live, where I go over my strategy in depth over and over again on how it works. But I do want to make one last point here, is that we are very close to 1,000 subs. At 1,000 subs, we're at 972 right now. At 1,000 subs, 3 people that are subscribed to the YouTube channel and in the Discord are going to get lifetime free access to this indicator and the VIP group. So if you want to make sure that you guys get in that, we're going to be doing it live. I think tomorrow we're going to be hitting the subs. We might hit it overnight because I'm probably going to post some clips from this stream. But I think we're going to end up hitting 1,000 subs tonight, if not tomorrow. And you're going to want to be a part of it, because 3 people are going to get the indicator, which for the lifetime of it, the value is between $5,000 and $10,000. I'll be giving that away for free to 3 people, as well as the VIP group, which you get one-on-one mentoring, and you get signals that nobody else gets. So, again, if anyone has any questions, they're more than welcome to reach out to me. I appreciate everybody joining tonight. Tonight's going to be a little bit of a shorter stream. We already got in and out and made our money for the night. So, I do appreciate everybody joining. Make sure you're subscribed. We hit a little over 1,000 views at about an hour, which is pretty good. Typically, I stream a lot longer than this, guys, but we saw an opportunity, and I'm not going to sit on the charts and look for another trade. I take pretty much 1 to 2 trades a day, and that's my strategy. I don't overtrade. I don't sit on the charts and overthink them. We have a solid strategy that we continue to use over and over again, and I'm going to continue to stick with that. If you'd like to learn it, you should definitely join the community. Again, I don't push anything on anyone. We're simply just trading and going over strategies, and this is the one that we use that's profitable. So, again, I appreciate everybody who's joined tonight. I'm going to end it how we always end, with some claps there. But thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. Funded accounts are tough, man. Funded accounts are tough. If you can use your own capital, I would. You don't have to use it. You can watch it for free, Manny. You can watch it and learn it for free on every single one of my lives. So you don't have to buy it. If you want to take the guesswork out and have something to guide you to confirm that what you're doing on your charts is correct, Manny, it's a very useful tool. But nobody has to. I personally don't care if you buy it or not. I'm gonna stream for free for every single night. So that is what I would say. Hopefully that makes sense. Everybody good? Hope everybody has a great night, guys. Thank you. Hopefully you heard me there, Manny.